Hello everybody! So I asked you guys on my makeup Instagram, which I shall link below, what kind of tutorial you guys wanted to see the most, and the most requested was a fall makeup tutorial. Now I didn't want to do this partially because I am not ready to admit that it is going to be fall. It's still summer, which I was very surprised. Ooh, that wasn't even a burp. Think I need medical attention. But yeah, the only thing that I don't show me doing is putting on my foundation, my concealer, my eyebrows, and my eyelashes. That sounds like a lot now that I think about it. Anyway, I hope you enjoy. Okay, bye.
Open up the trunk, let the bass beat. Go ahead.
Oh, hey guys. Since you guys left my dirty Lorac mirror last time, I'm gonna bring you a mini version of that, but I think it's even dirtier. Okay, so I need to start with my face first because since I already did this side of my face, I need to do this side of my face because my OCD is just kicking in, and nope, I gotta do it. I fucked up and I put like a pinkish blush, and I hate the way pink blush looks on me, but I just did it and now I kind of regret it. So if you don't like the pink blush, don't worry, neither do I. Change it for something else. I love the face people put on once they start like getting more makeup on their face. They're just like... And the blush that I'm gonna put on that I fucking hate is Dusty Rose from MAC. I'm putting this on with a Target Up and Up brush. I dab it off because I'm like terrified of blush. So I just start like lightly circling it on the apples. Ooh, that's a lot. All right, off to a great start. Then I use this like huge stippling Coastal Scents brush. I'm just grabbing that and like stippling the shit out of this pink so that hopefully it could disappear forever. Wow. A lot of blush. I'm gonna take a brush with some powder and try to make this go away. Next, I'm gonna get my Refined Golden Bronzer by MAC and Morphe E3 brush. Dab it off on your hand because you don't want the Oompa Loompa. We've already been through this. I'm gonna put this in the place. Oh my god, that looks horrible. Should I just give up now? So I'm just bronzing up my face. And with just these two on, I'm gonna cook that shit. This is my Sonia Kashuk little powder thing. This is Rimmel Stay Matte Translucent Powder, and you just fucking aggressively get that. I ordered my Laura Mercier translucent powder, but it has yet to come in. Thanks, Sephora. So I'm just using this for now. Obviously, it's not ideal. It's what we've got. Okay. While that's cooking, I'm gonna move on to the lips. If I can find anything, you guys know the drill. What was I looking for? Lips. Was I? I'm gonna apply Tootsie Lippy Stick from ColourPop. I'm not gonna put a lip liner on because I can't find it. I'm gonna grab Viva Glam 3 and I'm just gonna like slightly just put it on the outer corners. Yeah. It's fine. Okie dokie. By the way, obviously I already did my eyebrows. There's a reason for that. It's because I'm really bad with eyebrows. If you guys want to see a tutorial on like how to make your eyebrows look decent when you suck at doing them, let me know. Okay, now I'm gonna grab this Sephora Pro Airbrush number 55 brush, and I'm going to remove the excess powder and lightly blend up a little bit so that I can get rid of some of this goddamn blush. It's ruining my life. How attractive is this face right now on a scale of 1 to 10? Fucking 50. Hello. Okay, Zoeva 129 Luxe Fan Brush and Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector. Yeah. Yes! I seriously get emotional every time I put this shit on. It's like, fuck me, that's beautiful! Then I'm using ColourPop Super Shock Cheek in Lunch Money. I know you're probably supposed to put this with your hands, but I'm not going to. I'm just gonna put a little bit of that on top. Yes! Okay, face is done. Now let's move on to the eyes. You know what's funny? I actually have no fucking idea what I did on the other eye. So let's get started. We'll figure this out together. First thing I'm gonna do is prime my eye. You can use any primer that you want. I'm gonna be using Soft Ogre Paint Pot because that's my favorite primer. I like to apply this with my finger. Oh, don't mind my super fucking disgusting, gross ass nails. I was supposed to get my nails done today, but then I didn't, so cool story, right? I apply that with my finger. So the first thing that I wanna do is lay my transition color down. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, so first I'm gonna go in with my transition shade, and that's gonna be my bronzer. This is NYC Sunny Bronzer. And also a 227 Luxe Soft Definer brush from Zoeva. You can use anything like this. For the sake of saving money, I'm gonna link below. This is not an advertisement at all, by the way. But I'm gonna link below to Coastal Scents brushes. Coastal Scents actually has an exact duplicate of the MAC 217 brush, and I believe it's around $4 to $5 each brush. But I'm gonna link it down below because because I feel like for tutorials like this and tutorials in general, brushes are so important. Brushes are really the only reason anything looks good. So yes, I'm gonna link below. My number one trick as far as eyeshadow goes is if you want a light application, which with the transition shade, you do definitely want to build it up. You don't want to just smack a bunch of color because that is what's gonna make everything look blended in the end. If you want a lighter application, just hold the brush further away. So if you go in like this, it's gonna give you a more harsh application. So you wanna hold it almost at the tip, and that's gonna give you the light application that you need. I'm so helpful. Basically what I do with eyeshadow is I just start like in the corner, and I literally don't really even start circling. I just kind of press down and move the brush, move like the skin around. I don't know if that makes sense. Like I'm not actually swirling, I'm more doing this, just staying in place and pressing down and circling. Sorry if that doesn't make any sense, but it's what I do. And then little by little, I'll just start adding more and more and putting this in the crease. I just continue to go like this, like windshield wiper motions. Then you can get any blending brush. To blend, I'm gonna be using the Makeup Forever 242 wavy brush. And I basically just go right on top of that transition shade, and I just really smooth it out. This is a really soft, fine blending brush, so it's not gonna disturb anything. It's just going to make sure that that gradient blending is there, honey. I am going to dip into my Makeup Geek foiled eyeshadows and tell me this is not just fucking beautiful. I'm dipping into this color here, and it is called Showtime. I like to use these with my fingers, so I'm going to dip my finger in that color, and I'm going to swipe this slowly but surely. Okay, and that's the look. Thank you guys for watching. Just kidding, that looks like shit. And this is somewhat of a tedious process, okay? But you're gonna go back in with your 217 and you're just gonna start blending that color out. Nope, still doesn't look good. I want to get this darker shade in there. So what I'm going to do is grab my Coastal Scents, I don't know, pointy black brush and dip into my Lorac Pro Matte palette. And I'm going to get the color Burgundy. I'm going to make sure that I don't have too much because it's so much easier to build it up. I've always said that, but like it really is 20 million times easier to build something up than it is to sink it off. So what I do with this color is I basically just start working it into the crease, but I don't want it to go like all the way in because I'm gonna blend it in. Does that make sense? No? I'm sorry. So I don't really get anything extra on my brush, but I use the brush that we had the bronzer on, and I just start doing this to it. Now I'm gonna go in with my super fluffy brush. Okay. Then I'm gonna apply my brow highlight with this kind of like paddle brush from Sonia Kashuk and the color Bear from my Lorac Pro Matte palette. I'm gonna just put that right here on the top of my brow and bring it down a little bit. And then grab my fluffy brush and make sure that blends nicely. Trying to match it to this eye, I see that it's just not quite dark enough, so I'm going to go back in with a little bit of that burgundy color, just lightly, because sometimes when you blend away, it can lose the intensity of the look. Ain't nobody got time for that shit. Okay, next I'm gonna go in with Makeup Geek's Flamethrower. This is also a foiled eyeshadow. I'm gonna get some on my pinky, and I'm just going to put it, I don't know, like right there. Ooh, I cannot wait to take a selfie. For my under eye, I'm gonna grab just like a random brush and I'm gonna get some bronzer on it. And I'm going to apply that under my eye. I know some people are probably gonna be like, that brush is way too big for your under eyes. Yes, it is, but couldn't find anything else. And also, I kind of want a very blended or very broad shading on the under eyes. Then I'm gonna grab my Urban Decay Gold Mine eyeliner and apply that to my waterline. I'm gonna put a tiny bit of that burgundy. Side note, I didn't actually pick up any extra burgundy. This is just what was already on the brush. And I'm gonna blend that into the bronzer. And then I'm gonna grab the bronzer and just like slightly run that over this again. This is like the tutorial that never ends. Then I'm gonna grab the colors Starry Eyed and Magic Act from Makeup Geek. And I'm gonna mix those two on my finger and put that on my inner corner to brighten things up, because Lord knows this look is dark AF. Or you can just wear sunglasses and not have to put on shit. And then I'm gonna grab like a fine brush and the color Burgundy one last time. And I'm going to create a small line. And I'm only doing this because I'm gonna put on lashes and I kind of need somewhat of a base there. One last thing that I added on this side is I'm going to get ColourPop's Super Shock Shadow in Millionaire, and I'm just gonna pick up a little bit of that and apply that over where we put that other shadow. Yay! Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys for 140,000 subscribers. That like went way up like randomly. So holy shit, thank you so much. Yay, love you guys. Okay, bye.